Hello, I'm happy to present you this video that offers you an overview of the course Blockchain in Supply Chain Management. If you are a supply chain practitioner and you want to improve your career with enterprise blockchains, this video will tell you how. And most importantly, it will tell you how you can do it with the support of 1.1 blockchains. As supply chain experts, you are familiar with these issues. There are, of course, many more, but these are the ones that our research shows as most frequent and challenging. Let's now go through them one by one. First of all, globalization. Offshore or outsourced manufacturing suffer from poor visibility across the supply chain. Cultural preferences present an opportunity to expand your reach, but at the same time present the risk of losing control and visibility. Outsourced manufacturing, sourcing, and logistics demand expensive, skilled human resources. Consumer behaviors are hard to predict, and while social media present an opportunity to anticipate market demands, enterprises must keep up with the trends and produce new and interesting products constantly. An additional critical area is that companies must develop new products while keeping the manufacturing costs low. Regulations and quality might look separate entities, but they have strong connections. Quality testing in every stage of the supply chain is a must. Companies are expected to comply with local and international regulations that demand specific standards that can be daunting for the most. Consumers always want full transparency, and this is difficult to achieve for companies capable to offer only generic information on their production and logistics processes. As you can read in the last bullet point of this slide, legacy supply chain systems or models are not any longer adequate to full offer transparency. Add to this the fact that the more extended the supply chain becomes, the higher the level of trust needed between partners to ensure everything proceeds swiftly. Lack of trust is a big issue in the supply chain, as rogue parties can sabotage a company's entire reputation in a matter of days. Corruption, lack of transparency, poor quality have all significant impacts on the overall cost of the company that has to bear when operating in complex and global supply chains. Inventory management, transportation, and procurement procedures require continuous investment to be at least on par with competition. Let's continue with the review of the current factors that limit a company's potential to manage efficiently its supply chain. Backdated IT systems, inadequate logistics, heavy authentication processes, and operations in different time zones reduce the speed of supply chain execution. All factors above, and many more, as supply chain practitioners are familiar with, undermine the possibility to offer good customer service. I am sure that anyone can add to this slide more elements that make him or her feel the pressure from customers. Now, finally, it's time to see how all the presented barriers to an efficient supply chain management can be removed by the intelligent use of enterprise blockchains. Take a few seconds to read the suggested areas of activity and get ready to start the journey with 1.1 blockchains. Ready? Well, let's go then. Follow me. Blockchain-based applications enable the settlement of peer-to-peer transactions. That means you can not only automate payments using smart contracts and enforce more security. With such solutions, you will cut the middleman's costs in cross-border payments and settle the payment within minutes. Next improvement with blockchain. Automate the auditing process and remove human-based errors. This is the answer to quality and regulatory burdens. Blockchain-based applications facilitate maintaining standards and product quality. tracking products and consumer feedbacks is yet another key feature blockchain brings in the supply chain. Not only you can track the whole process of the supply chain, starting from sourcing to product delivery. You can also, and most importantly, track consumer feedbacks and react fast to any request for replacement or return. The never-ending objective of any supply chain professional to keep costs under control and find ways to minimize them can be well accomplished with blockchain's accurate costing information capability. Blockchain-based accurate data management shares a full view of the costing needed in every part of the supply chain. This visibility enables supply chain managers to plan for cost-cutting schemes and better production strategies. The combination of tracking devices with blockchain-based applications tracks the products throughout the whole shipping process. Reliable shipping route information and strategies support and improve the overall efficiency of the supply chain. The non-repudiation capabilities of blockchain helps the user company to reduce high compliance maintenance costs. Honest manufacturers rely on blockchain to comply with the rules and preserve their brand status. By offering information that proves the authenticity of the products, the producer has every single data verified before getting added to the ledger. Consider this as a product and process certification capability. Fraud and counterfeit, other two painful items for a supply chain manager, will be dramatically minimized through the use of NFC codes, RFID chips, and QR codes in real time. These devices, currently used in non-blockchain environments, expand their function once the collected field data is stored and preserved in the secure chain of blocks. The non-repudiation nature of blockchain ensures the users to maintain all trade policies according to the regional laws. At the same time, the tracking capabilities of blockchain reduce the risk for rogue third parties. Those that funnel stolen goods or trade them in the so-called grey market are more easily identified and caught by the authorities, thanks to blockchain. One for all, blockchain-based applications offer the needed transparency to manage product traceability, origins, perishable state, and recalls. An important blockchain feature for all manufacturers is identity verification for all employees, so that the processes they are responsible for can be tracked to avoid funneling goods from inventory. Prominent names in the industry, such as Walmart, Nestlé, Unilever, Carrefour, Ford, are already investing heavily in blockchain-based solutions. Governments are deploying blockchain in their countries to secure import-export supply chain processes. You are not alone in this journey, and 1-1 Blockchains is your trusted guide. This is the first example of the value you can get from your 1-1 Blockchains companion guide. Start with the Enterprise Blockchains and Supply Chain Management course. You will then be ready to enjoy the Enterprise Blockchains and Trade Finance course to complete your curriculum of supply chain management expert. 1-1 Blockchains offers you a career path that takes you from enterprise blockchain professional to increase your skills and become an enterprise blockchain architect. Both certificates represent the pillars of a certified blockchain security expert. You cannot jumpstart these certifications if you want to be a trusted advisor for your company and for your clients. This slide illustrates the foundational elements of the Enterprise Blockchain Certification courses offered to you by 1-1 Blockchains. Take a moment to understand the value 1-1 Blockchains brings to you. As a member of the 1-1 Blockchains community, you can integrate the content of the certification courses with additional resources. Together with the informative Enterprise Blockchains Fundamentals free course, you have the opportunity to register for free and listen to blockchain webinars and conferences. One on blockchains can prove it is trusted, strategic, and practical. Don't take our word for it. Check what your peers say of us. One on blockchains wishes to thank you for your time in watching this video. We look forward to welcoming you in the world of enterprise blockchains supply chain managers.